How are you guys? Comical here. Today I just want to do the state of the world. It's been quite some time, since I've done, well, not really a long time, better say maybe it's been last week since I've done this type of live stream, last week I think, holy shoot. So I've already told you guys, anyone from my main channel, if you don't like these type of topics, you don't like what I say, it's best for you to just go to the different channel, and to just like stay there, and if you don't like me personally, just don't subscribe to my other channel and just go, There's nothing else I can really say to you. So, yo, what's happening in Virginia is absolutely insane, yo. What's happening over there is like, wow. I like, how the hell did the Virginia governor, get elected, to become the governor? Like, how did that happen? Well, I think I know what happened. Urban supremacy. I know it's gonna sound like I'm flipping off the city folks here. I mean, I'm a city folk as well, like I've said, I live in the Vegas metro area. I don't live in the urban area because there really is no urban area. There's no real city limits to Vegas. So, anyways, so yeah, what's freaking happening in Virginia is insane. Like I've said already, wow. So they're gonna try to pass this, in January. And this counties are fighting hard, to make themselves into some sanctuaries for the 2A, So yeah, I'm sorry to say this, guys. You say that, oh, for anyone from my main channel, and I know you're gonna have a different opinion from mine, but I'm gonna separate my content, like I've said many times before, on my main channel. I'm gonna be separating my live streams where I get more opinionative, on this channel. Like I've said, I'm gonna make this into a more of a survival channel, I don't know when I'm gonna start that whole process, into making it this, to showing me actual videos of me camping, like I've said, camping as well, which technically camping is basically survival as well, So yeah. Okay, I lost some track, So let me look into here. Let me see. Share the screen. Yeah, absolutely. Entire screen. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. I am at the DuckDuckGo, sometimes I prefer DuckDuckGo over Google because Google really sucks. They're the low of the lowest pieces of garbage. I hate swearing. I try to avoid swearing as much as possible. And if, oh, shoot, I forgot my line. Dang it. English, well, I mean, that shouldn't be surprising since the majority, of people speak English, Spanish will always be the minority language, even though there are a lot of people, So, yeah, Okay, so it looks like I spaced out a little bit here. So, Virginia Sheriff says he'll deputize residents if gun laws pass. And, all I can say is that I really don't know what to say here. I know it's like a good news for the people in those states, in those counties. I mean, not states, But I know Brian, from High Impact Flicks said, that if he'll deputize, the Virginia sheriff, down there in that county. And Brian really disagreed with that because he's like, yo, that's more draconian, at least to what he believes. And I guess I kind of agree with him on that part. Like, deputize what? Like, deputize residents, like make them into sheriffs. I'm like, what does that mean? I'm like, if you're talking about make them like police officers, then hell no. Hell to the no. Absolute BS. Let me see here. Okay. No, I think it was somewhere down here. So yeah, Virginia Dem moves National Guard to enforce upcoming gun control with perhaps activation of the National Guard shows. Okay, that's a little biased there. But yeah, it's threatening. I know it's been a bit over exaggerated, but if it's true, then man, holy shoot. And that's really a heck of a price to pay. That's absolutely insane. If it is true, like, yo, to use the National Guard, I've never seen anybody like assert that. Never in my life have I ever seen that. I'm like, wow. I feel like the entire 2A community in the entire USA is watching what's going on in Virginia. I mean, we've had this buffoon of a governor here, Steve Sisolak. I think that's what his name is. I've never heard his voice before. Never. Ever since he became the governor of this state, I've never heard his voice, not a single time. And I don't think I want to. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. I really don't care. So yeah, it's happening in Virginia. Feel bad for those who live in the state. See, that's why the electoral college exists. But then again, I'm not into that type of politics, the political partisan, BS controlled opposition type of thing. I don't, you know, I don't like to be part of that divisive BS. I really don't. So yeah, I'll see if I can leave a link in the description, just so you guys can understand, what's happening, in Virginia. Because, we're not, I'm sorry to say this, but we're not Australia. We're not the UK. Is anyone saying that we should try, oh, let's do something here? I don't think so, buddy. I mean, maybe it would work for the majority of the American citizens, but it won't work for everybody. Because you know how well people will respond to this. People ain't gonna respond well to that. So yeah, and I also wanted to mention another thing. If we're gonna talk about the Gadsden flag, the "Don't Tread on Me" flag, the one thing I can say is that you don't freaking fly that over the black to blue flag, with the American black mixed with those blue stripes with one blue stripe, that's why it's called the thin blue line. You just cannot fly that. You just cannot. I'm sorry. The cops really are the treaders. And if you think that they won't do it as they're told, they will do, because that's their job, they're or their followers. And if you keep like feeling sorry for them, well, that's your thing, if you want to feel sorry for them. For me personally, I'm like, I just don't really care. It's like, look at what they've done in Houston. Look at what they've did to the couple in Houston. Oh my goodness. When I saw what happened, in Houston, and what the Houston police did to them, just absolutely, it's just the grossest thing I've ever heard. Absolutely disgraceful. I can't believe that they would do that to the couple. They would just kill their dog too. They killed their dog too. It's just not fair. I mean, that specifically one to me just sounds like Texas. These police officers in Texas are really, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. What these police officers did. I know you can't always blame the police for everything, but this is why government is dangerous. I'm sorry, but this is why the power of the government is dangerous. You've heard if you guys seen since last year in November, you've seen, his comments on Twitter. You've seen his comments, having to debate somebody or argue with somebody on the internet about a gun grab. You've seen his video. You've seen that video with Brian, and other countless videos about him, saying he'll nuke the entire US. If people are gonna resist, then he said that, oh, we can nuke the entire US. And yes, that's literally what Eric Swalwell said. That's literally what he said. See, this is why I don't like that party. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to mention the party's name. You know what party this is. I don't really care if anyone from my other channel gets mad at me. I don't care if I'm the piece of crap, that people will say that I am for spewing my opinions. I don't care if they call this the worst video ever, but I'm saying to what it is. I forgot the Tuttles. Yeah, they're called the Tuttles. I got kind of gone off topic there. Yeah, the Tuttles. I can't believe it. And they've had and like the families are trying to sue, the city and the Houston police. So yeah. See, this is why I'm not a bootlicker. See, this is why I'm not a status bootlicker. Because and to give me the good cop, bad cop, don't give me that. I can't really say that I hate the police. The best I can say is that I'm just mad. I'm just mad. I can't say the word I hate, come all the time. I can say the term I hate, and I'm Catholic, and I know some people say in the Catholic area say, "Oh, you can't say you hate anyone. You gotta love everybody." I mean, yo, how can I love somebody that commits murder, that commits treason, these treasonous scumbag. And the Houston police, they could have just, I guess you can't really blame the normal police. You can blame the sergeant, or the one commanding the orders. They're the ones who should be to blame for doing this. So it was just five of them that the Tuttle, Mr. Tuttle, Pew Pew, did to the five police officers. Supposed to be a 38. I just can't believe it. It's just insane what they did. And the Tuttles had every right, to do what they did. It was their right. It doesn't matter if they had a search warrant. I don't care what anyone tries to dissert, from this segment of my video. I don't care. What they did, it was just treason. It's beyond high treason. You know what should happen to them is that they should just go to jail forever. Every single one of them. If I don't want to be the barbaric type, all I can say instead of saying, oh, they should be hanged, all I can say is, I mean, I don't think I feel like thinking that, I guess the thing I can say is that they should go to prison forever, for doing this, See, this is why you cannot respect the blue. You just cannot, I can only respect the very, very few, I'm not saying that all cops are bad, but it's just difficult to see, you know, it's just difficult to see the heart of a policeman and policewoman because I know that they're doing their job, but sometimes that job is this is just an authoritarian job, And I know some Europeans are here and trying to do their comparisons to the police, in their country. But yo, it doesn't matter what country you're in, there's it's still dangerous, they can still be dangerous if one of them, and not really dangerous, but more of like not more like to take you in, and to remove any due process and bail bonds, to look at what they did to ASAP in Sweden, This was over a big brawl, someone started with him. And, the Swedish police just arrested him, and accused him of, from starting the fight, battery charges, at least, to him, And last time I've heard Sweden, I've heard that Sweden has no bail, So they can just keep it anytime they can choose his fate, That's why government is dangerous and very like atrocious for your life, Look at what the government did to ASAP. I'm not here to shill for ASAP or to say I like him. I don't think I could really like someone like him, but it's just look at what it's just frustrating, that really made me mad, to death, after what they did with the Swedish police and the prison, he's in prison because of that. And I've heard that his prison's supposed to be like 2 to 1 year, I think, or five. No, not 5, 3 years, 2 years, or something like that. Absolutely disgraceful. See, this is why I don't back the blue anywhere around the world. Like in George Strait's song, "Weight of the Badge." I like the song, but I don't like the message. I really do not. George Strait's "The Weight of the Badge." That's the song's name. And, I don't really have much else to say, All I can say is hope that they do something, I feel bad. I pray for them, the people in those sanctuary area counties, Very bad move, Wow. Unbelievable. I mean, it's not that surprising. Something like that would happen, You can't really trust any system, You just cannot, So, anyways, you just can't put your belief in any system, So, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. You're free to troll and say whatever the hell you want about my points in this video. So, hey, yo, Dazzling Diamond. Well, I guess I could continue on. Hey, yo, it's been since like November, Dazzling Diamond. Holy shoot, it's early for me. I did not sleep. Holy shoot, it's good to see you here, Dazzling Diamond. Holy shoot, I never thought you'd be watching my videos, but I guess you are, As you can tell, Oh, something in Virginia, I've already told you, if you've seen my update video and what I said, what I wanted this channel to be about. I won't be making this channel into a backup channel. If you saw that video, you should, you know. Well, like, I mean, what's going on is basically in Virginia. I know you won't agree with me on this. I don't know if you did. Remember that video I did, you know, on that clay hunt video, you know? Remember you told me about this. You told me about her, you know, told me about the skeet, you know, that skeet shooting game, you know. Remember what I told you about, you know? Yeah, that video. It told me her name. I forgot what her name was. I think I may have seen her. I may have passed one of her videos, passed by or seen it. I don't know. So yeah, what's it's basically like I've said, you know, to bring in the National Guard, you know, if these sheriffs won't enforce these laws that they're gonna put there. I know it sounds weird seeing you from a Pokemon channel. Basically, I don't want to say I really just yeah, I'll see yeah, you have it in your in the comment section on that video. The clay hunt. I think yeah, it's called clay hunt. You know. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about, yo. I'll be talking about that stuff in this channel, you know, because I realized that I keep hiding it to myself for a long time, and I kept saying my personal opinions, you know, on my beliefs. And I don't want to call it politics, you know, because I hate using that word, you know, and I know people, I know how divisive it is, you know, and if we're going to talk about leaders, you know, no one's ever going to be my leader, you know. Caitlin Bennett, you know. Yo, Caitlin Bennett. Ugh, I mean, Caitlin Bennett. Let me see if I can search for her. Caitlin Bennett. Kate. Let me see. Caitlin Bennett. Let me see. Let me see here. Ah, there, Caitlin Bennett from Liberty Hangout. Yes. Yes. I saw that. I saw that. I seen her channel. Yes. If you're talking about Liberty Hangout, then yes. I don't know if that's her, but that's basically yes. Holy shit. I saw that video, you know, where she was at a Lexington, I think Lexington, Kentucky, you know. Yes, you know. I've seen that video where she tried to interview one of the people on the street, you know, and then at least he grabbed her, I don't know, you know, and she gets her camera or her cameraman grabs her camera, you know, and then it kind of turns into a little mini brawl, and then police, you know, I remember her video now, you know, Caitlin Bennett, you know, yes, I don't know if that's her you're talking about, but if it is her, you know, then yes, I saw one of her videos from High Impact Vlogs or High Impact Flicks. You know, I saw that video, you know, with him saying about that video, you know, where she got mad, you know, because she got really tired of really the police just standing there going into rallies, you know, just getting tired of, you know, the police just standing there, you know, and she wanted to press charges, you know, and she got really upset. She was like, "Oh, that's it, that's it. I lost respect for the blue," you know. And then she goes on saying like, "Oh, if you're gonna fly the Gadsden flag, you cannot fly the blue sticker. You cannot." That's what she said, you know. And she literally said, those are the same people that are going to take your property. Yes, anywhere around the world. It's not just in the US. Literally, whatever these men, these whatever in power They'll write in the piece of paper, yes, they're gonna do it because if the law says so, it says so. See, this is why. I mean, my possession on Caitlin Bennett, I think I don't really like her, but I don't really hate her. I guess it sometimes depends on what type of things she says. So yeah, that girl, yeah, that girl, yes, that girl that she took her AR, I don't know, at least for taking photos, of that in Kent State University, I think. So yeah, that's my cents on that stuff. Holy shoot, my room is hot here. Oh my goodness, I'm getting really hot. I need to get out of my room. I think I should go outside. Holy shoot. It's so hot in here. I feel like taking my shirt off. Holy shoot. I feel like I'm dying here. Yo. So yeah, and I did see your video, the video of Billie Eilish, with she thinks that models are sad cases. I mean, I have to agree with that part, but it really depends, who. It really depends on what models, are the sad cases. Some people who actually model do it for a living. I know if we're talking about the ones that are like the puppets, then yes. Not all models are like that. The least famous models, like them being photographers, not really photographers, but like, being like having a photographer take pictures of them, then yes, yes, sirree. Yes, that is her. Yes, that video, Caitlin Bennett attacked by Antifa boyfriend and cops do nothing. Yes, that's the video that I know about her. So yeah, that video, that's the video I was talking about. You're still here, Dazzling Diamond? Question mark. So yes. Yeah. Caitlin. So Caitlin Bennett's fun grad photos. So yeah, she made headlines, with that. I don't really care what anybody says. You don't have to like, what she did or like the pictures taken. I know that people are sensitive, to that stuff. Her like doing that with the photo. Like, yo, she had the rifle there stuck. Behind her back. I mean, I saw a similar photo, in Poland. I saw it, and yes, I have a Gab account. Yes, I know Gab has those type of people there, and Gab has these like, yeah, I know there are these type of people. Yeah, they're the type of gross people in Gab. But I saw a post. I saw a female do the same like Caitlin Bennett did, but she did that to her university while that woman did it. I mean, it's the same type of gun she had. She was just doing a photo shoot. It's not really threatening. If it's a photo shoot, I mean, I know that type of the rifle, I know that can scare people. I get it. No one would really want to do that. I mean, but if it's like a group of people doing a photo shoot, if it's an area authorized, then really like it's not really illegal. I mean, the laws really depend on Europe. I don't know how it is in Poland because I know I asked somebody, on Gab, like, with that female, and it was in front of a parliament. I think it was in front of a government building. She was like, "Oh," in the post, like, "I'm gonna defend my homeland country," something like that, you know. And turns out that somebody said there, yeah, like I asked like if it was legal, and someone was like yes, and I'm like, maybe she needed permission to do that. So yeah, looks like next week, no, next month, I'm finally gonna go back to work. Finally, see if I can find some job. I really want to move out of Vegas. I really do. I don't like it that much anymore. I mean, I still love things about it, but it just feels weird. The Raiders, the Raiders, the sports team. I know you're from the UK there, so you're probably hearing it from my perspective. So yeah, shoot, I lost my line there. Shoot. Oh, I forgot. Dang it. Shoot. I lost it. Holy shoot. Let me see. No, I lost it again. I lost what I was going to say. Holy shoot. Oh my goodness. No. Yes, the Raiders. Yes, Oakland, California. Oakland, California. Yes. It really is frustrating. I don't want them to come here, but I really do not. You could see the type of mentality a lot of them fans have. Almost reminds me of these hooligans, in Europe. We've got hooliganism here in the US, but it's not like in Europe. I know the hooligans, in England. See these videos, people fighting over a sport, that's insane. Like, why would you fight over a freaking sport? Your life doesn't depend on it, yo. It's just a freaking sport. Wow, I mean, I've been thinking about, I've seen a local channel, here, and his channel's name is Tactical Tony 702. And, me personally, I love the channel. I don't agree with everything. I cringe sometimes, when I see the videos. He goes really too politically in PC, politically incorrect. So I wouldn't suggest his channel. I just would not. He's too harsh. No, don't watch the channel if you're too sensitive. So yeah, not much else. Not sure if I want to say anything else here. Man, I'm quite lost. you know yeah, let me see if I can pull up something like that. Yeah, let me see. You know what, this is the first time I'll be posting a reaction, so I'll see. It was on Brian's channel. Let me see here. I won't be able to. I'll see what I can do here. So yeah, okay, let me see. Shoot, I'm using, dang it, I'm using Duck StreamYard. Holy shoot, I don't know what to do here. Let me see. I don't know if the audio. Yeah, let me see if I can. Headphones. Dang it. No, I don't think I can, unless I had the audio, then maybe next time. See if I could talk about her, in the next video, since it kind of gave me an idea for the next video. So I'm gonna be moving the live streams to here. I'll move my gaming videos up in that channel. I personally don't care much about views and subscribers anymore. I really don't care. It really just messes with my brain. Maybe next time I'll just do my reaction video to her, Caitlin Bennett. And what I can say here is, here's my take. Caitlin Bennett. I know she was hired from InfoWars. I know she was hired from AJ. The Jones. Alex Jones. I think she was hired by him. At least, after he got kicked off last year from YouTube. Can only find him on. And I'm not really a huge fan of him. I don't like his shilling. I don't like his shilling. But Caitlin Bennett is a little better. I mean, I don't really like her, but that here's my take. So, anyways, not much else I want to say here. Thanks for anyone who's watching this video, and thank you, DD, for coming by in this video. Don't have much else to say. I'm getting really sweaty. Gonna try to go out of my room. It's really hot in here. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, hit like and subscribe. Oh boy, what a roller coaster ride. So anyways, bye-bye. Hope you guys have a good day. See if I can do a video about her, as my first video. So anyways, adios. I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.